Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. Now in this video I'm going to discuss getting a six-figure crypto job, and I'm also going to talk just a little bit about what this kind of job would entail. Now why might you want to look for a job like this? Well, the number one benefit that you can get is that these jobs are pretty likely to be remote. Now if you were to get an on-site job, that's not too bad as well. There are a lot of benefits, but one of them is the fact that when you sign up for these jobs, a lot of these companies are just split up all around the world. So they'll have the finance done like in somewhere in the Caribbean or maybe Seychelles. You know, the company is like registered in like one of these countries. Then you've got like the people that are like heading this project out in Dubai. Then you've got the developers throughout the world, etc., etc. Most people are working on a remote basis, so that's a likelihood if you are able to get a job with a crypto company. And secondly, they're also likely to pay you in crypto. This is something you can negotiate beforehand. Not all companies will do that, but if you want to be able to get paid in crypto, then getting a crypto job is one of the best things. And if you want to do what I talk about in my channel, which is do something called debanking, the number one thing you have to do to debank is actually get paid in crypto. And then once you're getting paid in crypto, you can come back to my channel, watch my videos, and I can show you how to spend your money in crypto and complete the loop. So you can live in crypto and live without using banks, which is ideal. So the first website I've got here is one called cryptocurrencyjobs.com. Now, as I scroll through, I'm just going to describe a few things to you, and because a lot of you are watching this and you're thinking, well, look, I'm not really a software engineer or a developer, which, to be honest, these are like the majority of the jobs that are out there. But think about like any job you could get in a corporate role. There's so many different kinds of jobs in corporate, and the same thing is with crypto jobs. You know, these are just corporations. And I think second to software engineering and developing is marketing. Marketing is an extremely important part of any crypto company. Marketing is very underrated in crypto. It's really I think one of the most important things, and you can make a lot of money marketing in crypto. So you've got marketers, business development, so this is probably going to often include things like sales, B2C, but probably a lot of B2B. So if you're in marketing, if you're in sales, you are welcome. And I think there's a lot of things that are related to DeFi that aren't like specifically things that you would need software developing for. Like there's a lot of different things that would come would come naturally to DeFi natives, people that have just been in the space for a really long time. You can help manage the gears of the back end of different DeFi protocols without necessarily becoming a smart contract dev. But at the same time, smart contract devs are extremely important. Research analysts, growth analysts, even things like, HR, that stuff is important, in any company, and of course here. And before I go on, I just want to give a shout out to my sponsor. It's Local Coinswap. If you're interested in buying cryptocurrency without KYC, it's really hard to do that on a normal centralized exchange. It ultimately denatures the whole purpose of cryptocurrency. So it's really important to be able to buy it without KYC. And if you do so on Local Coinswap, you can do so using such a huge variety of payment methods. So every country's got their own unique payment methods that you just can't really use in on centralized exchanges like Binance. So you can see here you've got Western Union, you've got cash payments, like you can pay for it in cash in person or by mail. You've got WeChat Pay, Alipay, Wise. I mean, you can just scroll on and on and on and on, and you'll find that there's all kinds of different payment methods that you can use, and you can do so without KYC. So use my referral link in the description down below for Local Coinswap, and I also recommend using HODL. That's a non-custodial crypto exchange, and you can also use BitValve as well. That's another exchange that I really like to use. Don't require any KYC, any personal information whatsoever. And if you want to buy Monero and do the same thing, then you can use my referral link for BitPapa. So let's get back into it. So here are this is the amount of money that you can make doing these kinds of things. Now, as you can see, there's a huge discrepancy here, 60,000 to 300,000. Now, the 300,000 is kind of like a little bit of a bait and switch. They'll probably only give you 300,000 unless if you're the kind of person with like so much experience, you're basically a unicorn. But you can get paid as little as $60,000. So, but this basically is implying that they are accepting application from a broad range of skill sets, from varying amounts of experience. So you don't necessarily have to feel like that, you've got to be the top dog. If you are the top dog, then go ahead and apply. You can potentially make 300K a year. But what if you have, a limited amount of experience working in this industry? Perhaps you're new, but you've got some good peripheral assets, like you can do, like coding or something like that. So what is this? DeFi analyst and customer support account management. So that's really like just corpo speak for some kind of sales role, and you're doing, you're in the DeFi space, right? So that's, like if you look at the actual things, it's like what are the actual qualifications? So deep crypto and DeFi experience, right? That is just anyone that has been in this space for like a couple of years, and I guess you could say is a DeFi native. Like you've been doing this since 2020 or whatever. Professional experience in the crypto industry. So ideally you've had some job, but I'm sure you could fudge a few facts. Maybe you can talk about your experience making money in yield farming or whatever it is. Strong client management, yada yada. Good verbal. Okay, here it's just all not important at all. This is basically a job that I would consider that would pretty much not require any real experience. Like if you wanted to get in on the entry level and make 60K a year, pretty much you just have to be a crypto native, and if you're watching this video, there's a pretty good chance that you are this target demographic. So it's worth applying. And if you've got, other good skills, then you could probably bump that number up a lot higher than 60K. So let's keep scrolling here. You got senior full stack engineer, staff engineer, predictions markets, AI, ML, business development. Again, that's, as far as I'm concerned, mostly like a sales role. Vietnam community manager. So this would be in the lines of, this is basically marketing again. So that's something else I've noticed a lot in marketing. There's so many different niches you can go into. So if you speak Vietnamese, you could manage the Vietnamese Telegram channels. If you speak Chinese, you could manage the Telegram channels for the Chinese group, right? If you speak Hungarian, same thing, right? So there's a lot of different ways to do marketing. You don't have to be some like super professional marketer, because there's so many niches within marketing. You've got Facebook ads marketing, different kinds of like SEO, whatever. But the marketing that you get on crypto is like a fairly new thing. It's a lot of Telegram, Discord, there's different kinds of things. Like, so there's like shilling campaigns, there's like partnering up with KOLs, that's key opinion leaders. So it's not really expected that one could have like 5-10 years experience marketing in crypto, but if you've got like a bit of familiarity with these kinds of things, then it's totally worth applying. And then when it comes to content manager, this one here, this is like pretty low end marketing. Like anybody could do this. Ideally you would have experience, but I mean, again, at the end of the day, like this is pretty much just like writing articles and very, very simple stuff. Now, the one thing that I will mention as I continue to scroll through and just give you some ideas, here's another one. Sorry, just to give you a heads up. So the last one, the one I'm looking at now, is called cryptojobslist.com. You've got this one here called cryptocurrencyjobs.co. Now, as I scroll through, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about these things. The competition for this stuff, as you can imagine, is pretty fierce. At the end of the day, it's just because this is such a great deal. I mean, everyone is wanting to work online, and you're having to compete with everyone around the world. If this is say a job that's posted from somewhere in Dubai, they don't necessarily need someone from Dubai, especially if they're paying in cryptocurrency, right? So they don't have to worry about, how they're going to pay you and stuff like that. It's just going to come straight to you. So that's the thing. Like these jobs are fairly doable by most people who are in crypto, right? And of course, there's going to be some not everyone's going to have, senior software engineering skills, but most people could apply for a crypto job. It's just that there's so much going on, with competition all around the world that, you're going to have to apply a lot. But fortunately, as you can see, there are so many jobs that are being posted. This is like, so let me go to the top again. This is just an obscure website. This isn't like, the mecca for crypto jobs, but you can see all the jobs posted today. Look at that. There's a good dozen of them there a day ago, a couple of them 2 days ago, 3 days ago. There's just dozens and dozens. So you've got to play the numbers game. This is a video about how to get a crypto job, not how to apply for jobs in general. As you know, this is a huge numbers game, so you're just going to have to apply and apply and apply. But this is not, You know, the good thing about crypto is that it's such a new industry that, you know, it can't be expected that you have 10 years experience or even 5 years experience in a lot of these areas. I mean, DeFi has only been around since the summer of 2020, right? So how many people have even been around in crypto to do DeFi stuff since that time? Not that many, right? So if you're one of those people that's been around in it since 2020, 2021, that goes a long way. So make sure to check that out. And if you're interested in buying cryptocurrency without KYC, again, use my referral link in the description down below if you want a discount on the fees. Local CoinSwap, BitPapa, BitValve, and HODL. Make sure to check that out, and I'll see you in the next video.